good news, and my goodness, we could do with some good news. West Ham are close to signing Mads Hermansen, which is Graham Potter's #1 goalkeeper target. Absolutely brilliant. It's been a miserable few days in West Ham, to be honest with you. But this is really good. This is really good because it just means Graham Potter gets his #1 guy. Absolutely fantastic. I was actually, when the news broke, I was doing, me and Gio were doing a Patreon podcast. We do a podcast, we call it a Naked Podcast. We're fully clothed, but it's a podcast that's not about football. We discuss other stuff, life and all manner of things. And he said, oh, look, there you go. Look, this is what you can do your video on today. Because I hadn't done a video today. I was sort of waiting for something to happen. Normally that doesn't work. Today it has. There you go. Hallelujah. He really likes him. Gio said, I really like this player. So he's really, really happy. He was one of the two, wasn't he? One of the two first choice goalkeepers. I don't mean Gio. It wasn't either Hermansen or Gio. It was Hermansen or Zion Suzuki. And certainly Suzuki, I thought I was very, very impressed with what I'd seen. But the point is, doesn't matter. What does matter is this was Graham Potter's choice. So I'm really, really pleased to see us getting him. It was really, let's be fair, in doubt until earlier today, because the Botafogo president, he had said that John Victor had basically packed his bags. I paraphrase, but he pretty much said John Victor won't be coming back. He's packed his bags. He's off to West Ham. He's sat at Terminal 4 at Rio Airport with his bags packed. Just I don't know, waiting for David Sullivan to call him. I'm not sure he's going to get the call. I don't know. Maybe we get two goalkeepers. I don't know. Don't care at this point in time. We got the main guy, and this is absolutely brilliant. Look, I said the other day, look, maybe a lot of these other goalkeepers, we were up to 5, by the way. At this point, we were up to 5 contenders. I only say that Suzuki and Hermansen were the two main ones. We were up to 5 contenders at this point. It would seem like a lot of them have been used as smoke and mirrors to try and drive down the price at Leicester. And to almost say, oh look, well, if you he's done a what was his name? He's done a Willie Carvalho, hasn't he? Basically, if you don't sell us, your player will sign someone else. I mean, it appears that might have worked this time. So happy days. But it's the backing of Potter I'm most pleased about, and most importantly, that we have got a player who improves our first team. This was crucial, absolutely crucial. For that, it needs to be done with midfield as well, but we have to improve on last season's team. We have to improve the first team. This signing does that. It was in doubt. So it was weird, actually, because if you go back 48 hours, I guess, there was because we thought it was off. We thought we were getting John Victor. It's been back and forth. We thought we were getting John Victor. And then I think it was Henry Winter, a Danish journalist, an ex-West Ham United employee, said, no, this deal is still on for Hermansen. We thought, oh, that's brilliant. And then last night, they do, if you watch it on Sky Sports News, they do like a transfer roundup. And they said we were miles apart. They said there was a £13 million discrepancy between Leicester and West Ham. £13 million on a player that they're rating at 25. I can do the maths for you. And that's more than half. That you think, well, they're not going to make a compromise. You can't make a compromise on that, can you? So anyway, turns out that Sky Sports have got it wrong. And to be fair, I wish I knew his name. Sorry, I don't. The Danish journalist said the other day, no, Sky Sports have got this wrong. Fair enough. Fair dues, mate. Well done. Stuck to his guns, and I think that was really good. So I'm just looking. I'm just seeing if Zippy's running around in the garden now. I had a mad frenzied running around. It's not Zippy. It's not anyone actually. There's no one running around. It was my imagination. I've been sent loopy by, I think, all the transfer gossip in the last few days. Today, we got the news now. It's from ex-West Ham United employee. He has done an exclusive. He's done an update on his Patreon. Again, I will just be paraphrasing, but it's good enough, I think, for you. The deal is close, and it could be done. The deal, not signed, but the deal could be agreed as early as today. Brilliant, because that would mean that we'd have him for Sunderland. That's really, really important. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice to have got this done earlier on in pre-season or whatever, but okay, the main thing is that we get this guy done, and as I said a minute ago, we improve the first team. And I think X has said that the clubs are very, very close to agreeing the deal. So there's enough information there from enough sources as well. I think we can say this this happening, which is funny because we got a here we go, didn't we? We got a here we go off of Fabrizio Romano, who he was the one that dropped the news about John Victor when that first happened. We got an here we go. Maybe it is. Maybe we get to. Who knows? We'll deal with that another time if that's the case. Really, really happy though. Really happy with this, and I think, if I understand it correctly, the wages are already sorted. That's done. It's we've agreed personal terms with the player. He's worked with, well, we brought in 2 goalkeeping coaches. Graham Potter's brought in 2 goalkeeping coaches, which always made it, and one of them's worked with Hermansen before at Brøndby, but that always made it likely that was going to be the case. That's going to help him settle. And I don't mean settle in terms of, they seem like a really good group of players, as has been seen so often when you see so many of these clips. Everyone's spoken about the family atmosphere and this, that and the other. That's absolutely brilliant, of course. But I mean in terms of settle tactically, it will take him less time. It's going to be good. It'll be interesting to see. It's what we've got now with Thursday. We play on Saturday. That's going to be hard. It'll be hard to think that he'll play in a friendly on Saturday. Can't imagine that will be the case. Be interesting to see if he plays him ahead of the game against Sunderland. We don't really know what he's like, do we, Potter, with this stuff? He would appear. I think first of all, I thought he might be cautious because of the way we got Evan Ferguson, and then it took him ages to play him. But I think that it became so clear that he wasn't going to play him and didn't want to play him that I'm not sure that tells us anything about Graham Potter's style. Probably tells us more about him and Evan Ferguson, or whether that was the right player. Be interested to see if he chucks a new goalkeeper in straight away. He's definitely got a ruthless streak, Potter. Definitely has. It's going to cost us goals, Areola, and particularly with the. It's not just the communication, it's the individual errors, but it's particularly the passing out from the back. We've already seen it. It's been witnessed in pre-season, so don't really need to see much more evidence of that. Great news, absolutely great news. Next on, we need the midfielder. That'd be really good as well. Again, if you do this, I said before, I think what you can't do is go and bring in someone like Callum Wilson on the cheap. If it's not going to save you money for the big signings. Because I think had we have done cheap on Callum Wilson, then done cheap with all the rest, that's not good. Also there's the whole problem with, hold on, is David Sullivan forcing players on Graham Potter, which is not good at all. And that's good because he's clearly, Graham Potter's got his guy, and I like that a lot about this transfer. I really, really do. This is good. This is Graham Potter being backed by the club, and that's really important. So. Really happy about that. Really good news. Right, I'm going to go. I'm going to skedaddle. There is actually a dog waiting for me now. He's sat very, very patiently by the back door. Shall I let him in? I'll let him in. He is muddy, though. I mean, he's really muddy. He was earlier. He's a bit dirty. Hold on. I don't know if you can see him. I can't really. Let's try and get him up here. There he is. See, dirty paws. Dirty paws. Wide, a long face and all that sort of stuff. There he is. Lovely boy, aren't you? You a good boy? Are you a good boy? Yes, you are a good boy. Yeah, there you go. He's a good boy. Right, I'm doing a video. See that? See? There you go. He's standing out doing tricks now. He's doing tricks. Good news. Hermansen? You like Hermansen? More of a Suzuki fan.